The night started quietly. Street lamps were glowing, windows shining brightly. Suddenly, the city was plunged into darkness. All the lights went out one by one. Houses turned black. Traffic lights were off. Car headlights dimmed. A soft wind blew. The streets were empty and silent. The sky grew darker, clouds covering the moonlight. Catboy climbed to the edge of the roof, looking down. This is not a normal outage. Someone is stealing the city's energy, he whispered. Owlette squinted at the horizon. There's a red energy wave far away. It's very strong. Gekko clenched his fists and leaned forward. We can't leave the city in darkness. We must act now. All three shouted at once, PJ Masks to the rescue! The red light was rising from the city square. Catboy was watching carefully, his eyes following the light. The energy is too strong. It's not a normal machine. Owlette floated slightly, her wings glinting in the moonlight. I can see everything from above. We have to follow the energy. Gekko climbed the building edge, checking the surroundings. No one is outside. Everyone is hiding at home. Catboy took a deep breath. First, we find the source. Then we stop it. We need to be calm and fast. Together, they moved quietly and carefully toward the square. A gentle wind blew, and small sounds from the rooftops increased the tension. The city square was completely empty. In the center stood a huge machine, wires sparking everywhere. The machine was humming, sending eerie sounds across the quiet city. Romeo stood on top of the machine. He held a large, glowing crystal. Welcome, PJ Masks. You're late, he said with a sly smile. This super light crystal is now under my control. The city will stay dark forever. Catboy stepped forward, determined and fast. You cannot leave the city in darkness. Romeo nodded slightly. You cannot stop me. Darkness belongs to me. Energy was rising from the crystal, spreading across the square. Catboy took a deep breath, signaling his teammates to act. A shadow moved, and Night Ninja appeared on the edge of a tall building. Darkness is the perfect environment for me, he said. The little ninjas behind him spread silently across the rooftops. Owlette looked from above. We're not alone anymore. There are now 2 threats. Catboy adjusted his stance, eyes on the energy wave. We have to be careful. We'll act together. The moon suddenly shone brighter. Luna Girl emerged from the clouds. Of course, everything is more intense in the dark, she said. The moon energy in her hand merged with the crystal's light. The energy wave grew, shaking the city below. Gekko gritted his teeth. The energy is very strong. We must be careful. Catboy quickly made a plan. We must neutralize the crystal, or the city will be harmed. Catboy ran swiftly, leaving streaks of wind behind him. Gekko leaped to the machine, holding on to the metal surface with all his strength. Owlette sent a strong beam of light from the air. The energies collided, shaking the square. The crystal's energy pushed the heroes back, but they didn't retreat. Romeo held the crystal tightly. You cannot stop me. The heroes exchanged determined looks. can do this," they said, attacking again. Romeo lifted the crystal high into the sky. The crystal shone brighter than ever, its light piercing the night. "The city will stay dark forever," he shouted. Owlette focused on the crystal. "The energy is overloading. If we're not careful, everything could explode." Gekko shouted, "If we don't stop him now, it will be too late." Catboy took a deep breath. "Team plan, let's go." Gekko held the machine steady. Owlette dispersed the crystal's energy. Catboy leapt and grabbed the crystal. All their powers combined. The crystal slipped from Romeo's hands. Romeo lost his balance, and the machine's energy began to fade. Owlette carefully placed the crystal back in its spot. For a moment, there was silence. Then, a burst of light spread across the city. Street lamps turned on, buildings lit up. Night ninjas retreated. Luna Girl disappeared into the sky. Romeo had to shut down his machine. The city was safe. Catboy looked at the city. "We won because we worked together." Owlette added calmly, "We must always be brave and smart." Gekko nodded, "And never give up." The three stood under the moonlight. The city peacefully went to sleep. PJ Masks had completed their mission once again.